Okay, I have Gina. I've a hand there. I see Gina. Hi, Gina.
Hi, how are you?
I am very good, I might say today. Wonderful.
I feel very blessed to be able to connect to you.
Thank you.
I'm slightly nervous. My being is slightly nervous, or maybe my person is slightly nervous. I have been watching you in Rishikesh in India only since February.
Hi.
After an intense period of what I came to understand as mind attacks of the very severest kind, all the fears, all the worries, all the absolute destructive thoughts. And then there was so many potent recordings of your satsangs in Rishikesh, and I was coming into land in a very deep way and just noticing how much my mind had been torturing me. And some of the words that you were using were so powerful that I had to switch off the recording and run away because it was like, whoa, something is finally seeing me. And it was incredibly beautiful. And since then, I have been tuned in. I came to your retreat online, which was immensely beautiful.
Thank you.
I don't really have any questions because I've watched so many satsangs
Yes.
that my questions have melted away.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I picked up on something that you say, and what I liked about it is there's an honesty there that I like to just to open it up the page fully for everyone. When you say that at some point while watching the satsangs in Rishikesh, the words or the pointers were so potent, so powerful that you had to switch off and run away. You know, I like
Yeah.
it. I like this. I know it also.
Yeah.
I know it also. Sometime when it's like something really connects so deeply, so powerful, because it's actually showing you the truth, and something just whoa, you want something wants to hey, become Usain Bolt through the door because what happened? This is what tends to happen when we have been on some level entertaining, not necessarily wanting to, but just through habit and conditioning, caught up in what you refer to as mind attack. That something is it's a false relationship there. We don't know how to get out of it. It's like you're caught and there's no way out. You see, and that is going to be a redundant play because as consciousness, there's not only no way of being caught, but there's not even any idea that you can be trapped apart from when you're pulled back into personhood unknowingly. I say unknowingly because at first it's like a reflex. It's so quick, you're already in, and someone think, "Whoa, why am I here again?" Sort of thing. No? So that goes on for everybody for a little bit, but now increasingly as that light, you know, spreads right through your being and fills out, and also it is going to merge the mind more into the mind's origin, because the origin, the source of the mind, of the even of the ego, and the source of yourself is the same thing. So it's a merging. It's happening. It appears like this, no? And so I liked when you say that when something was so powerful. Myself, I remember because I myself am not so accustomed to reading books and things. So when I would read something, I would read just maybe a line or two that really touched me. I have to put the book down. Whenever something was hit me profoundly of truth, I would have to go to bed, sometimes sleep few hours. It has that impact. I didn't know how people could read through something, read. I say, whoa, where is it going? All those words. It connects inside, and the light goes on, and then somehow, the ant nest is disturbed. and it's all coming up, you see. And then you're going to see that this can happen, that it feels a great sense of discomfort is bubbling away. Like I used to use the example, if there's an earthquake in the ocean, a lot of bubbles are going to come from the bottom to the surface. But as soon as they hit the surface, they pop and they disappear. And that's what's happening. That they come up, as they come up, the bubbles don't go down, they're coming up. No? And you experience them energetically in the body, and the body mind field feels whoa, shaky. But you just hold on to your nothingness, you see, and you will see that that's, I call that self attention. Self attention. You let everything happen. Like I say, every happening feels like a mere blip in the immensity of the non-happening. And you're going to feel more and more that, all these things, they were just given so much importance, and they fattened up because of the relationship with the ego mind. It really, what I would say, energized something that's really nothing and became something so huge. It can send you to hospital, this type of thing.
Yeah.
We are coming out of that, my love. We are coming out of that
Yes.
exodus.
Yes. It's there. The ego mind has lost its grip. There's no grip. It's slippery now. It just slips off. So something will arise, and I can see it and watch it, and then just rest in being, which I'm only just learning to do very newly.
Yes.
So I can be walking around the fields with the dogs, and I'm aware of sounds and sights, but there's nothing here.
Yes. Beautiful.
And that's it's empty, but stunningly rich.
Yes.
And nothing matters there, and whenever I feel a question arise, because in Sahaja, in your weekend retreat, I submitted a question, but all my questions just disappear very quickly.
Wow.
I haven't got a question.
That is incredible. You may say, not having a question is not a position. Questions may arise at some point, but everything is right now. If they may come, then you may examine them. We don't have to be afraid. Something come. Oh, it's a question. Oh no, no. We can look at it, and this is the best time and the best place to look at these things from the stability of your own being. And it's so rich what you share. You say, I don't have many questions. How rich what you share. I love the running away bit. You see? Bob Marley have a song. He says, you're running away, but you can't run away from yourself. You run away, but you can't run away from yourself. And, it's a beautiful, it took me years, I would say. I was not contemplating it, but actually the richness of those words came home. So, yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you. Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you so
lovely,
much.
lovely. Love you. Thank you. Very nice. See if the tears cool down a little bit now. Perfect temperature. I'm just using this moment to cast my eyes on you and to look. I think James has his hand up down there. I'll come to you in a moment, James. I just kind of scanned the page a little bit, and so Bridget's got her hand up. Let me go to James for a moment. And
Namaste,
hello, James.
Mooji.
Namaste, my dear.
Thank you for
Thanks to you.
holding this meeting. through your pointings and through the invitation, I connect more with this vast intelligence that you point to, this timeless place.
Yes.
I connect to that, and I remember that. I remember that more and more through my daily life.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful to be in touch with that, to know that place.
And you know, James, I want to say something before it slips my mind. It just came up as you were saying that where this is going is that the rememberer is going to become the remembered, and then the remembered will also go as a memory.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is the question. Is it still feels like somebody connecting with that, that somebody is here experiencing that place, or going to that place, or waking up and remembering that place.
Yes.
And yet how can I know that I am that place?
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, you understand.
Yeah, I do. And I'm sure everyone, this is relevant for everybody. This question that you put, you see, how can I know? How can I know when, that I am that? Because actually, you're under grace as the seeker in search of its own source. And previously, the seeker always found something different from itself. It always found something different to learn, to enjoy, to discover, to write about, to remember. That's how the seeker moved in life. It always sought something, and it kept on living as the adventurer, as the seeker of things. But what happens when the seeker finds the seeker? What happens when the seeker finds its own source? Can the seeker survive to say, "Ha ha! I found my source"? That is where we come to in this, and I love this question from you. I love. How do I know? Well, you won't know in the way that you think you are knowing now. In fact, when you are in the experience that you recognize this immense field, you see, this immense field, where is it limited?
No.
No, it's not limited. So unlimited is like infinite. Can I say like this for a moment?
Yes.
So where would you be standing? Outside of the infinite to know the infinite? Okay. The knowing must be inside the thing itself. But because of the way in which we, being that always, ever, before time, came into time and into shape, and our shape is feeling very distinct, and everything you found has been other, but now you found something that is total, and the mind is still want to see it as other. But is it other? It can only, you understand? It can,
Yes.
yes, how can it be other? You being what for it to be other? You see? So this is the seeming paradox for now, because of the habit and the, what I may say, it is the quality of experiencing, always experiencing other. Even it said that when we say the name of God, they say is I am. The sense I am denotes the godly principle. We say that God is the highest, those who believe in God, that the God is the highest. Yet even when we pray to God, we say you, mean other. You see? Oh God, please come. We need you. You is other than I. So this is a paradox that is really embedded deep into the psyche of the human experience. You see? I must survive as I, but the I originally was not the person. When you say the feeling I am, actually is your name, in fact. You were I before you became James. Is the I that says I am James. But the I means consciousness. And consciousness has no date of birth. It does not know other. It is one. Like we say that, and everything is working inside this oneness. Let me not go, because I want to stay in the central, I want to stay in the main artery here. How will I know when I'm there? It's like, ways to give the story, like if you imagine that a raindrop is individual, and he's falling from the sky and heading towards the ocean. And he's thinking, yes, I'm falling towards the ocean. It might feel, if it's a smart raindrop, that, but what's going to happen if I touch the ocean? I'm going to merge with the ocean, and wow, I will lose my individuality. All this fear is there, but once it touches the ocean, can it survive to tell the story of that merging? In a way, we can say, yes, you are experiencing the immensity. Actually, it is the immensity in you that is experiencing the immensity as a sense of otherness. But it is just one. It's playing these shapes at the moment. How will I know? Well, the one who wants to know will not be there. But it will still shine as itself, knowing that I once had a dream that I was separate, trying to become myself. And now it's just a joke because I was always myself. It's not going to be, sometimes the mind goes, it's going to be like you hit the ocean and phew, you disappear. And you know the ego, like its privacy. Oh my gosh, I don't want to be spread out so vast. I will lose my intimate, private existence. But the self does not feel like that. You are totally at home. But it's not, and everything is in it. Yet it is not overpopulated. It is not a crowd. There is just the one. It is not billions of little entities comprising the one. There is only the one. I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing well to say like this.
Yes, it is a paradox because there is an experience of moving into the witness or remembering, or it's a movement, and yet I'm going nowhere. I don't go anywhere. I'm always here. It's just remembering.
Yes.
And like you say, something in me experiences that as the other, and yet it is me. I really connect with that as well.
Yes.
But I wanted to check with you that this stepping back into the witness, this remembering that place, that is the right movement to make. That is
yes. I mean,
even though it is a movement, it is a movement.
Yes, it's an apparent sequential movement like this, but all of these are at the same time watched. Even the seeming movement, even the remembering also is taking place in the awareness itself. You see? But we can't just, if you imagine a snake that's changing its skin, and the skin is peeling away, and the snake is moving through the grass, okay? But now it's just a last bit of the old skin attached to the end of the tail, you may say. But he can't get it off so easy. He just keep going. And he has to find maybe two a tight place, either in a tree or between two rocks, and he has to go through that just to remove the last bit of skin. It's something that may feel like that, it is just as it is. It is fine. Don't try and rush that. Just keep checking in and seeing. But, there's a paradox. I am everything, but I'm something trying to be everything. And one of them has got to give. One of them has got to give. I wonder which one it's going to be. So nice. So good. It is an ancient road in the manifest play of consciousness. We have all go through this, the remembering. You're remembering. And each time you remember, it's like you see that what was before is being dreamed. And you're simply here. And you say, I'm just here. How do I know I'm here? Well, you spontaneously, automatically know. It's not a belief. It's different from belief. It cannot be denied. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Mooji.
Thank you so much. Thank you, James. Thank you. Lovely to see you. Very nice. There's another letter here, but it goes on to, is it 2 pages or what? Let me see. No. Okay. You want me to read the last letter now? And then we go take some lunch or something? We're on a similar time, in a time zone, no? So I can talk like that. Everybody's in daylight pretty much. Okay. This is a letter that comes from Anita. Anita. Thank you. Dear Mooji Baba, I pray that you are well. Thank you. I am well. Thank you. One, it's written like it's what you got 3 points. Then picture here of you and your parents. Thank you. Bless you. I see where we go with this because it's a page of words here. Number 1, you say, the fear of losing my elderly parents has crippled me. You haven't lost them, just the fear alone. And sometimes I say the fear is often greater than the actuality. There are many people who have never seen a mugging of somebody, but they're living with the fear of it every day. So every day they're being mugged by their own fear, isn't it? You follow what I'm speaking? Okay, but it's understandable. I'm not putting what you say down. So the fear of losing my elderly parents has crippled me. I live with them and have faced a couple of frightful experiences of them being unwell. This is a natural daughter or son's, natural sentiments to their parents. At times, I get so frustrated that I wish for their leaving from this earth to simply happen so that I can just face this, as opposed to my mind torturing me daily that they will one day go. I understand. I understand this one. Like the fear that I said, sometimes the fear is greater than the actuality. because the fear is what is tearing you up, not your parents. Your parents are with just your parents right now. They're doing their thing. I'm sure they probably would not like to hear that you are suffering on their behalf. I say sometimes we suffer more on behalf of the ones your suffering is about than they do themselves sometimes. Sometimes we suffering more on behalf of those who they themselves are not in that much suffering. It can happen like that. As much as I am petrified of losing them, I also get very angry, frustrated, and bitter towards them, as I am the only sibling living with them and just want to be free from looking after them. That's a very honest letter you've written here. I feel confused. And as on one hand, I love them dearly and do not wish to lose them. But on the other hand, I get so agitated towards them. However, my biggest fear is losing my parents. I don't get the chance to read this type of letter very often, so I'm very much with you on that. The problem is not your parents. We all have to leave this thing here one day, sometime sooner than we expect. You may even leave before them. We don't know. We don't know, do we? We don't know. And but the anxiety that you are seeing, they're getting older, and the concern, what's going to happen? How can I take care of them? I also have my life to live. I feel my life is being held back a bit. I love them, but but you're being torn up by this anxiety and this fear. This is very understandable. Let me finish. Please help. How can I overcome this and be detached? I wish to be free and merged with God before I have to face this day that I have dreaded since I was a little girl. So I don't know how you inherited this fear. I don't feel that it is necessarily to do with you're the only sibling there. It could have started from something earlier that we cannot trace. We don't know when it comes to that. But it's understandable also that you feel this way, and that I'm so thankful that you could be honest with it, that I don't have to be fishing for what you're saying. You're very clear about it, and I'm sure you've thought about it so often. My impulse is to really help you to just let go of that, just to let go of that, because it's not really your business. You understand? Leave it as God's business. Nothing can happen contrary to the will of God, like this. But you may say, so therefore, my thinking is also the will of God. I say, no. That is happening in God's permissive will, you may say. That's something to do with what you are here to transcend in this life also, is to transcend this fear that is so crippling, that may take other shapes also. You see, if one day you may have children or close friends, you feel also it gets transferred onto them also. I'm afraid anything happen. So the fear is the trouble, not the parents is the thing. And, the fear is not your friend. And it is a fear that is being suffered by your personality, your personhood, and not your being. You see? So how to get past this thing now? Well, first of all, what you are doesn't have to get past it. Is you who presently are living in the shape of a daughter, the shape of a personal identity, must search for your higher self, which is beyond shape. This is what has to happen, you see. And I don't know how long you've been following satsang. How long you've been following satsang?
Just on and off. a couple of years.
I see.
But but I did come to Zima last October, and I did do the online retreat as well a couple of
Few weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago, yes.
Have you listened to the invitation?
Yes, but I don't listen to it daily.
I would like you to go back to it now that I have registered you inside me. I would like you to listen now. It will be different now when you listen, and listen over and over again. Follow it, no? Follow it again, no? And also, I don't know. You on Saja Express? No, you do. Okay,
Just
so
very recently, yes.
okay, so there's one exercise I've just put up. It's coming up very soon. It's just a very simple contemplation you can do for a little kind of like a mantra japa, but it's very simple. Can help. But I would like that you give a bit more attention to what I'm sharing and to what I'm pointing. You see, because rather than be targeting how to get over the parents and this thing with the parents, I want you to move more deeply into the truth of you, which will take care of not just about the parents thing, but every other thing also. You see, this is what I would not want to go and say, because for me, your parents are a problem. I see them, they look very nice people. I'm not concerned so much about them. Like everybody else, they are not their responsibility. They're getting older. Their happiness like life. And help will come to sort these things out in time, like this. But right now, I would like that you really come inside. If I were to say to you right now, just for a while we're talking now, you just leave aside. Just empty your mind. Don't just leave aside everything for a minute. I'm not in a hurry with you, so you can do that. Just leave everything. We can do it, You can just not engage. It might be outside your ears flapping around, but it's just don't engage with anything for a while. Just leave everything, until there's nothing left inside. Even though it might appear no, there's nothing. If something is left, it's because you're attending to it. If you're not attending to it, it's not there. So outside it can be. It's just there. And you don't have to try too hard. It's already, you come to a place where it is not, there's no story there. Just be with this for me. A place, no story is here. No identity is here. And you don't have to imagine. It's just like this. Because every day your consciousness is filtering out many things naturally. But now I'm asking for your permission to willingly do that. Just filter out everything. So there's only the sort of space here of being. No name, no shape. Just being. And not imaginary, not imagined. Just like that. It's not a construction. I'm not asking you to create a space. I'm not going to ask you to create a space. I'm only asking you to leave everything that normally would occupy your attention. Just leave everything aside. Leave them. And it's very easy what I'm saying. Just leave them so that you're totally empty. Like if I were to ask you to really breathe out, like everything empty. And when you think you've breathed out everything, you can try it. Everybody can try. You stop. And then I ask you, do 3 more pushes to push even that further. Full out. Be empty like that of every thought, just nothing. That's it. Now, reason why I ask you to do this is that when everything you have chosen to not engage with it, just leave it, it's gone out. You're no room on board, no room here. Okay? My hotel is full of emptiness. Okay? When it is like that, everything you've left aside, you will find that which cannot be left aside. You are aware of what I'm speaking? Just be that. You're empty, empty, empty. You know? There's no clutter, there's no person, there's no object left in you, in your space. Okay? And you're not imagining this. You actually can experience this now. All of you, any of you. Empty, 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 empty. That's it. Simple. Don't try too hard to be empty. It's not that difficult. Just empty. Then there remains only that. And now you can see, feel, be that. Okay? Without imagination. See, feel, be. Just that. And I will ask you, does this have a beginning or end? I want you to answer me. Anita. Yeah.
It doesn't, like when I've experienced this before many a time, it's just this beautiful nothingness. It's just...
Speak from now. Yeah. Speak as now. It's just here.
Yeah, so it just seems like there's just nothing here. There's
Yes.
just
Okay. Okay. Is it your mind saying that or you saying this?
I can sense.
Yes.
I can sense that maybe the mind is trying to come in, but here it's...
Thank you. Thank you. That's it.
I can see it's trying to come, but if I try my hardest to stay with it, it's...
Yeah. The mind cannot attack this. It can only attack your attention. You see? He's trying to get your attention to move away from this. He can't attack this. This is unattackable. Not even a super nuclear explosion can touch this. Nothing can touch this. But your mind somehow is playing at the moment to distract your attention. This is at the very root of spiritual awakening. Your attention has been given. It has been playing to give your attention, to put fear in front of your attention, and to create pictures around this fear. Yeah? But I've shifted that to put it on you. What you are experiencing and speaking, said this is here. The mind is trying to come in. Why is he trying to come in? Because he's out. But this which you are seeing now, that is not even in. It's just here. That is the truth of you. Now you are going to feel, but I would like to spend more time and to really be with this. Or the mind might say, oh, that was a nice feeling, but let's get back to reality and all this type of stuff. You are going to get clever at catching your mind because he's a culprit. And the more you catch him, just drop it. Don't engage. He's got nowhere to take you except towards trouble right now. Especially because you have written here to me. I'm reading your letter. You are waking up. You are seeing yourself. But although you have recognized it before because you have just confessed, you've just shared that, something has not allowed you to keep putting attention on it because it wants your attention to go to time and change, to keep you distracted from the power of yourself. This is the yourself. You see? So all of satsang is only not just pointing this out, but catching every time when your attention deviates and just say, look, you see, your attention is going. Nothing is happening to you. Bring your attention simply back here. Suppose you say, I can't control my attention, it's just going, then the attention has become mind. Then you are earlier than the attention. So let the attention, if he wants to go to let him go, but you stay here. When you stay here, you don't have to put attention on you. You are just you. So what I can say is just keep remembering this. Okay? And this is not telling you, oh, you better not go and make a cup of coffee because you're going to leave this. Your mind might tell you that. But I ask you now, can this be left? Can it be separate? You see, at present, the mind identity is invested a lot in the sense of being a person. And to that extent, it's as though you've stepped away from your power. All of us have been living a life of distractedness by living as ego person. It was something that we were destined to experience, but you are standing the chance of waking up out of this dream now. Bring your attention here. Just keep bringing your attention here. Recognize that there's a force that doesn't appear to not want you to look here. Why? When you look here, look again now at this emptiness, in this emptiness, okay? Is there anything wrong here? Is there anything missing here? Anita, tell me. Is there anything missing?
No, and it's like I want to just stay in this bliss or this,
Yes.
but then it's like I want to be on my own and I just don't want anybody around me.
You
I
said,
just
now
want-
immediately you started to go back to talk from the person. Does this that I'm speaking about, can it be affected by people around you? Because the mind wants to say, now you can only experience that when you're by yourself. So then you get limited. This is all the time here. Don't put it under any, it cannot be on lockdown. It cannot be on some kind of curfew. It got nothing to do with it. This is yourself, your constant self. But something is still operating in you, the identity of a person, and in the form of a daughter or whatever it is. Watch that. It will keep coming. Okay? You learn to be more present in the awareness. The more you stay with it, the more it will feel like, wait a second, but it can't go. It's always here. It's my mind that comes and goes. And I am the one who watches my mind coming and going in form of attention or something. Can I ask you if you will follow this up? I am with you and I send you every blessing and grace for you. Follow it up. And I would like at some point, I'll find a way of checking in with you. Stay with this. Stay with this. I don't know what your other two question is, but it's going to answer these two questions also. But if you want, I can still read them. But this, I want you to stay with this. And all the help is with you. Because whatever, parents or no parent, whatever it is, you must overcome this. Is your time in this life to go past this seeming enemy within. But it can only be attacking your present habit of believing and functioning only from a personal place. And you're not this. For you to grasp what I'm talking about just like that, it means that you are nearer than near. But something is working so much, a little bit, no? At first, to distract you, and it's been successful until today. It's going to be a change from today, okay? I stand with you, okay? I combine myself with you and all of you who wish to take this invitation, and we will walk in this light of you. Doesn't matter how much mind come and make a lot of noise and stuff. I will not leave you. Doesn't matter how much mind come. You just stay there and you just keep confirming. You just keep looking. And he's a very dirty player. I tell you this, okay? So he's gonna come. He's gonna find whatever it is that has caught your attention before. He's gonna raise these duppies up and he's gonna come at you with them. But your place is already secure, okay? This is what I want to know. I almost didn't read your letter, but I've read your letter. I am in connection with you now, okay? And it's going to change. It just started already, okay? And I'm going to keep in touch with you. And all the questions I see here, you ask number 2 question, who is God? I've been searching for God and this oneness with him for 10 years. It's all being answered now. Stay with this, what I told you. Your mind might say, but he didn't answer a thing about God. I have answered the question because I asked you. Because if you are not, then there's no question about God. So you start with just staying with this. That's all you have to do, Anita, is you have to keep on just this one thing I'm asking you to do. Your mind is going to come, is going to try and distract you. Now you know that your mind is not your friend, not yet, okay? It's going to come to try and dislike this. I don't know where this started. It doesn't matter, but I know how it's going to end. He's going to come and try and little tricks and stuff, and you may find, oh my God, for a while I'm moving in a storm, but you're a winner, okay? And winners walks through storms, okay? You do this, and I'm going to check in. You guys know how to read. I've got confirmation that I can find you, okay? And I'll stay in touch with you. You're okay with this?
It's just such a blessing.
Yeah.
You don't understand. It's such a blessing because I prayed and I prayed and I prayed that if it's in my highest good, you will read the letter. But even dear Sudarshan, I said to him, and Mirabai, who's been so supportive, I said, I don't care if Muji Baba doesn't speak to me. I said, I want him to answer me from his heart. I just want to be free. I don't care if Muji Baba doesn't speak to me or see me. I said, I want God to prove that he is real.
You know freedom now? You know the place I point to now? Yeah. Has it gone away? Has it gone away? It cannot go away. Is your mind may give you, that's one of the ways the mind will go, it will tell you you lost it. It cannot be lost. If you look around you wherever you are and tell me space has vanished, then I might say, okay, then maybe the self has vanished. You will never, because even if you're in the most tight, claustrophobic place, your space is there. And what you have I've shown you today, what you have seen today, is greater than space. It is always here. But something is trying to get your attention away from that. Maybe all your life, this game has been going on to look at this thing, look at this thing, look at this thing, but not to look here. Today you look here with me, and I'm not going to leave you, okay? You stay with this, and I'm going to check in on you, okay? And that's all, yeah. And every other question you want to get answered is going to come to you, I'll tell you this. Bear witness.
Bless you, Muji Baba. I can't
Thank you.
believe it. I cannot believe your grace. If this is not God, then he's proved to me he's here. He's proved to me he's here, Muji Baba.
Yes, he's proved that he's here. The Lord is with you. And he wants you to know that he is never apart from you. And you're never apart from him except when you believe in your mind. This thing you must overcome. This thing. We're all here. I don't have to cut your head off to overcome this. Just pointing like I do, just pointing like this, and you coming into your seeing. And stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. No matter how difficult it gets, you stay with it. I will not leave you. Okay. So I want to thank you, everybody. I want to thank you, everyone, for being with us today, and that I had this opportunity to be in your company. I am blessed by that, and I thank you, everybody, today. I'll just take a moment just to sit with you in presence, and thank you for all this love and your attention, and beautiful morning, a beautiful gathering, beautiful meeting for myself also, and I look forward to a time when I will also see you, in the flesh, so to speak. But this is pretty good, this is pretty good today. I'm very happy for that. And very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this intimacy also, I would say. And look forward to seeing you next time. God bless you and full power. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Very beautiful. Ah, Andreas and Asha.